Hey everybody, this is Sterling McGarvey from Games Radar, and I'm here with
Corey Cohen from OXM.
And Games Radar's community manager,
Marco Sanchez.
And we're here checking out Street Fighter Cross Tekken at Capcom's Fight Club in San Francisco. We're doing a little bit of Games Radar Cross OXM. I've got Street Fighter Cross Tekken going on behind me. We've also got Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the PlayStation Vita. First, let's kick it off by going outside and seeing what the community's got to say about what they're seeing tonight.
What's got me excited? Man, it's a new game.
Probably like just get to see like the new graphics in the game. I mean, I've been watching videos online, but I haven't actually got to do any gameplay yet. And just seeing a lot of different friends from different parts of the community that I don't usually get to see.
All right, what characters are you going to bust out first when you get on the sticks?
Guile and Kazuya.
I'm kind of curious to see how they do the Tekken people inside the Street Fighter universe.
Really want to see how the Tekken characters play in a Street Fighter environment.
Anything else in particular about the game that's got you intrigued that you really want to check out?
Pandora mode, I want to see how it works out. Bust people's heads with that mode.
Are you interested in checking out Ultimate Marvel for Vita?
A little bit, because I don't know if I'm going to get the Vita yet. I got to see how it really does, because after the PSP Go, I'm not too sure yet.
What do you think about the gem system?
Man, you know, that's going to be, here's the thing, I go to tournaments, that's going to be the hardest thing in the world to implement, okay?
I like the gem system. I can't speak for a lot of people.
You know, I don't know a lot about it. So far, I'm not a big fan of it, but, you know, maybe it's going to pay off in the long term.
Matt, what can you tell me about Fight Club?
So Fight Club is kind of the way that Capcom gives back to its fans. So it's a big roaming tour that we do. We go around to major cities, we take over a venue, set up a whole bunch of kiosks with our games that haven't come out yet, give people a chance to really dive into them more than they've been able to in the past. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Tell us what brings these two universes together. Can you give us a little backstory?
Yeah, sure. So Yoshinori Ono-san is the lead producer for the Street Fighter franchise, and Harada-san is the lead producer for the Tekken franchise. They're actually friends in real life. And this all started when they kind of went out to dinner and they were talking about fighting games and how to get the fighting genre to grow. And then one of them made a joke and they said, well, why don't you lend me your characters? And then the other said, well, why don't you lend me yours? And that is kind of how the idea was born.
What are some of the key features that gamers should be looking out for in this one?
So, Street Fighter Cross Tekken is the most robust fighting game that Capcom has ever produced. So for casual fun, as everyone knows, fighting games can be a little bit daunting and it's not the easiest type of genre to get into. And in order to bring new people in, we really need to make it easy for them to make the transition into fighting games. And so this game really does that well, and we have a lot of features put into it to really suit that casual audience.
Hey guys, we're here at the Street Fighter Cross Tekken event, and I got some top players here with me to discuss Street Fighter Cross Tekken. We got Filipino champ, Shady K, and Ricky Ortiz. So first off, what do you guys think of the game so far?
The game looks amazing. It feels like Street Fighter with a lot of new characters. I mean, I don't look at Tekken characters like how I look at them normally in a Tekken game. They're really like a brand new Street Fighter character with a Tekken face. That's what I feel.
So Shady K, are you typically a Tekken player or a Street Fighter player?
Tekken player, or no, Street Fighter player.
Street Fighter player, okay. So how do you feel about the game so far?
I really like how they Street Fighterize the Tekken characters. I really like how like they changed melee characters into zoning characters, like Raven and Steve. Like they actually have fireballs. I think it's pretty neat.
And what about you, Ricky Ortiz? We know he's a top Street Fighter player. So how are you feeling about the game so far?
I like it so far. It feels a little different, which is supposed to feel a little different. It has like a mixture of Tekken and a mixture of Street Fighter, because like there's like instant overheads with Tekken characters, but I think it's like really cool. But so far I like the game. I haven't played enough to like make a clear judgment, but I like it so far a lot.
I got Long LPN here. We got Dasted Bro, Haunts from I Play Winner. So there's lots of controversy around this game. One of them being the gem system. How do you feel about it so far?
Initially, I thought they were actually really overpowered, somewhat stupid, especially with the power gems. If you could just stack it all up and you activate all three at one time. But initially, afterward, think about it, you can actually strategize it, and you can actually force your opponent to activate gems. It's like kind of like X Factor in a way, but of course there can be repercussions too. So you can take it out as an offensive strategy and a defensive strategy at the same time.
What about you, Dasted Bro?
Personally, I really like the gem system. I actually have always been a big fan of card games like Magic the Gathering, and like I really understand the resource management and like strategy of picking which gems which activate when and how to use them. Like for example, my first build with the gem so far is I'm taking like a speed boost, just like utility, I'm taking defense and energy accumulation on my point character. Then my other character is like the user. He uses all the stuff that I've accumulated. So I feel like those kinds of strategies are really fun in a fighting game, and they haven't really showed yet. Like those kinds of systems are foreign. I really like the gems.
Hans, how do you feel about it so far?
You don't want to be the guy in the session who tries to switch their gyms and like set their gyms. You don't want to be that guy. That's like going to the select screen and like setting your controller. But I think it's pretty cool. I think it's going to be one of those things where, like, you know, when you play online a lot and you get to the point where you have all your combos down and you're really grinding, it's like, what's next? And I think the gym system is sort of like, it adds that extra layer that I think it's pretty cool. But on local sessions, when people are just trying to grind, I'm not too sure. I think what I really like is that they have preset gyms just at the character select screen.
So, what did you think of the game?
I actually really like it a lot. It's really more than I expected. It's a Street Fighter with like the crossover just kind of added on top of it, so it's like the game I enjoyed plus more. It's really cool.
Right now I think it's great. I'm still a little bit unsure about the gem system. I'm not quite sure exactly how it works. Apparently it activates automatically, which I don't know if I'm quite a fan of.
Honestly, it's awesome. I mean, it's just Street Fighter X Tekken. I've been waiting for that forever, really. And the tagging in and out was kind of hard for me. And I just didn't know what to do. I was just messing around, using my favorite characters, King and Ryu. And I got my ass whooped. And I tried playing with the mask on too. Terrible idea.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken, it's two of the biggest fighting game franchises coming together for the first time. People didn't think it was necessarily going to happen because Street Fighter is a 2D franchise, Tekken is a 3D franchise, but it is actually happening.
So, that's the end of the night. You've gotten a glimpse at Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Gentlemen, what'd you think?
I was pretty impressed. The game looked about as good as I thought it would, which is awesome. Controlled really smoothly. I like the tag team setup, and didn't get to try the gems as much as I'd like, but I'm looking forward to checking out more, definitely.
Marcos, what'd you think?
You know, at first I was a little bit skeptical, especially about the gem system, but after talking to some players here, you know, I'm becoming a believer. The game's super fun. Surprisingly, I'm actually digging the Tekken characters. I'm a Street Fighter player originally, but yeah, the game's super fun.
Hey, thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in for more content on Games Radar during our Street Fighter Cross Tekken Week. We've got character profiles, we're going to have a live stream, and all kinds of other content. Thanks for watching.